Hey Capricorns, how y'all doing? Welcome. We're going to be taking a look at your first half of July general reading here. So, in the meditation, really interesting, highly symbolic, I must say. I saw a ghost town, as in not a town full of ghosts, but a town that had been deserted a long time ago, kind of like in the Wild West. And I heard that sound. Signifier for like with like the tumbleweed blowing across the path, like. And then I saw you as a Gemini collective like in this ghost town, and then I saw the sky before you was pulsating with like a thunderstorm that was imminent, and it was pulsating to the tune, I think it's called Love Lockdown by Kanye West. Keep your love locked down, keep your love locked down. And it was like pulsating to that. So it sounded like a speaker system, like timed with the lightning and the thunder. It was really something. And then I saw Kanye West step out, who was really interesting because I know Kanye West to be a Gemini. And that love lockdown, Gemini is very much about, choices. Gemini energy is very much about love-based choices, love over fear, inner and outer duality, right? Choosing from a place of self-love will positively impact all those around you that you love and care for, as well as, the love that you have for the work that you do, all of it, right? Self-love emanates in every direction and positively affects all of your given circumstances, right? So then I saw you see that thunderstorm, and Kanye West was standing in front of it. And then I saw you turn around, and there was like this light coming in, and I knew that it was Broadway. I knew that it was Broadway. And I saw you kind of choosing like which way to go. And then I saw you kind of get pulled back into the light of Broadway and go that way. And it was really interesting because Kanye West, right? Southwest, ghost town, West. I know he's from Chicago, but I associate him with the West Coast, right? Because I know he has a residence there, and he had been married to someone who is known for, symbolizes California in a way, or is directly associated with California. I shouldn't say she symbolizes it, but she's directly associated. She's a famous Californian. And then we have the East, right? So Kanye West, and then East Coast is Broadway's New York. Very interesting. Literally at a crossroads between the East and the West. So it's very, very interesting how this is coming forward. And then going back to the Gemini energy of love-based choices. But it feels like you are at a transition point with where you were in some way, shape, or form as a ghost town. And you know that it's whether it's a relationship, a job, an interstate that you're like, I got to get through this interstate because I'm not feeling it. Whatever it is, it's a ghost town, and it's a point of transition for you. Really, really fascinating. Let's go ahead and see what your cards say. Hey Capricorn, let's go ahead and see what your animal energy is for the first half of July. Oh my goodness, sometimes it's just so on the nose. Butterfly energy, beautiful. Okay, let's talk. Remember when I said I saw the ghost town and where you were? It's ending and it's going somewhere else. Talk about transitions. Is there any better animal to represent a transition more than a butterfly or a moth, as it were? This is really, really, really beautifully depicting like what I saw in the meditation. So in the tarot, butterfly most closely equates to the Three of Swords, right? Which, yes, is about heart pain and wounding and past trauma, but it's also about things that stem from the past and choosing to, come to terms with them, heal them, acknowledge them, mourn them, so that you can go and move on into a new cycle of, yes, full flight butterfly, right? When we think about the butterfly as a symbol for metamorphosis, the reason it gets that reputation, and rightfully so, is because it goes from the egg to the caterpillar to the chrysalis to its fully formed flying self. that is a very unique ability, right? Not a lot of animals can do that, really. It's the butterfly and the moth, and I'm sure I'm missing maybe one or two others, but that's really something brilliant. They literally have different lives, right? Within one lifetime. I feel like there is something within your path during this time that's going to be coming to your attention that goes, this is over, and what's next? This is over, and which way do I turn now? This is over, and how can I honor and acknowledge the stirrings within my own heart space, right? Because it's interesting. We saw love lockdown. It's the heart aspect of it. Gemini energy, love-based choices. And then we have the Three of Swords, which traditionally speaking in the tarot is three swords piercing a heart with rain falling down behind it. So it's storming. We saw that in your meditation too, how it was pre-storm. I feel like there are aspects of your experience that are going to come to endings, whether it be natural or a bit sudden, but they're going to pave the path forward to something that is new and vibrant and exciting. Interesting. Very interesting. Let's see what's going on. But endings are, they can be melancholy even if they're welcome. Change is difficult. Oh my gosh. Wow. This is really perfect. Let's talk. So 6 of Cups here. Beautiful. First of all, 6 of Cups, traditionally speaking, is about the past. We're just talking about that. Nostalgia, remembering things in a better or worse light than they actually were. But it's aspects of the past that also relate to deja vu or, heightened synchronicities. Like, I know I've been here before. I feel like there's something in this for you where it's really acknowledging what has been before moving forward, acknowledging it with love. And why I say that is, you see these 3 dark, stormy sky, dark elephants, and then see these 2 down front. It's interesting because the Lover's energy is all over this. Gemini energy is all over this. And I would even say to you, perhaps go check out the Gemini reading as a supplement to this one, because it feels like it's somehow casting its influence onto your energy, something you are sharing part of the path with Gemini this season. So, or this, period of time. So what's great about this is that the elephant in and let me see if I can find it real quick, because I just might take a minute, but I'm going to find it. The 3 of Swords in this deck, the Lisa Robertson Animal Tarot, is shown, it's depicted by elephants. And so I feel like that's really coming up for you here. Here it is. Oh my God, it's a stormy sky in this one too. Look. Isn't that interesting? We had the 3 of Swords there with the butterfly, stormy sky, elephant, elephant. Now, what's fascinating about this? See endings and mourning and loss. Elephants are very unique in the fact that they actually mourn their dead, right? Again, another unique creature. What's interesting, though, is remember how I said I was picking up on Lover's energy? You know what? I'm going to find that one in here, too, because I'm going to go with it, y'all. Lover's energy, like I said, it's about love-based choices, but it's about inner and outer duality. And understanding that whatever is reflected back at us is really good information for us to check in on how our internal state is going, which is another way of saying that our inner reality determines our outer experience. So what's going on the inside is going to be reflected on the outside. And that is the way it is, right? But in all reality, we can make a different choice to have our inner state not be directly affected by our outer given circumstances to the point where it is running us as opposed to us being in full capacity of our choices and really knowing that we can choose how to respond to whatever comes our way. Because we can't control what other people do. We can't control what life throws at us. We can control how we respond to what life throws at us, so to speak. This is the Lover's key. And why I'm bringing this up, Gemini energy, right? Look at the 2 elephants and look at the 2 swans. I feel like the Lovers is playing a role in the 6 of Cups that's coming up for you as well. I'm just going to keep this here because I feel like the Gemini energy wants to just cast its glow all over this reading. So we're going to go with it. So again, it's that reflective space as well, and saying like, you know, what's in the past is in the past, right? Mourning it, acknowledging it, giving it thanks, right? Before making a love-based choice moving forward, right? There is something coming up for you around this as well, like love-based choices versus fear-based choices, right? If you feel like you've had some tower moments recently, you know, tower moments happen, in my experience, when we make more fear-based choices than love-based choices. And it's funny how this works, because fear is really, really crafty, and fear can disguise itself as love. It's very, very true. For example, if I'm making a decision about, let's just say relationship, right? We got lovers here. Let's say that I'm making a decision about a relationship, and I'm going, I don't know if I should stay or if I should go or what's going on. I say, you know what? Out of love, I'm going to stay because I really love this person. That I'm making a love-based choice. Okay, well, let's break that down. Because fear might be at the heart of that decision depending on your circumstance. Let's say that, let's delve a bit deeper. How about we go to the love-based choice that involves you? Let's talk about self-love, because that's lovers is inner and outer duality, right? It's self-love that emanates to partnership, right? That overflows to partnership. So let's say that underneath that, you're saying no to yourself in order to say yes to someone else in the relationship. Well, then that makes it a fear-based choice. You are afraid that if you say no to this relationship, right, that you'll either, I don't know, for example, be alone forever, right? Because we can think dramatically where matters of the heart are concerned. Or that, you know, you're going to lose this person from your life that you don't want not to be in your life. You just know that it's not, you know, the best for you at the moment. So that's just an example of how fear can disguise itself as a love-based choice. That's really coming through for you. Really examining your choices. What has been out of fear and what has been out of love. Dig deeper than maybe how things appear to be, okay? We have Two of Swords here, which is really fascinating. It's very water and swords. It's very water and air, right? So Two of Swords here. This is really brilliant because this speaks of a stalemate, a cause for pause. Taking some time out to bring together the heart and the head for equal conference, right? This is going, I really want to make my best decision here. I want to make a decision that I'm not going to regret and that I'm going to, may be difficult, but that I'm going to feel good about in the long run. That's when you assume the Two of Swords position. Now, what's fascinating here is that we have the frog here, which the frog medicine is about detoxification, emotional detoxification. This is about purifying yourself, either by crying, by purging, by really consciously releasing, first acknowledging, and then releasing any pent-up emotions that may be hanging out in your heart space, in your emotional body, right? So I'm really hearing with this heart and head thing, really lean into the heart aspect of it, because there's something to do with that has pain associated with it. And I feel like it's something related to the past or something that's moving into the past position. But where you are, some aspect of your experience, whether it's about your inner state, your relationship, your work, where you live, whatever this is, has become a ghost town. And you are in a position to choose where you go next. So it's interesting. Very, very interesting. Whoa! We're just going there. Queen of Cups. This is the Cups and the Swords reading. So Queen of Cups, this is really brilliant because she is about really sitting in with your emotions and feeling everything very deeply. We were just talking about that. You know, also the season that we're in, I'm going to do videos about this, by the way, but I'm going to cover the time period of Litha and Elamis for June and July. But where we are seasonally speaking in terms of the Wheel of the Year, this is the time, Litha season is the time to really sit with how you feel about things. Really sit within your emotions, and it's a time for, funnily enough, reflection, right? We kind of think of like the new year is a time for reflection, like around Yule, around Christmas time. Go, oh, it's the end of one year and beginning of another. And it's a time which feels related to your meditation as well. It's a transition point, right? Between one thing to another. Oh, it's Christmas, it's Yule, it's time to reflect on the previous year and make resolutions for the new one. Well, consider that counterpoint on the wheel of the year. That counterpoint, right, the halfway point is now. We just had the summer solstice. This is also a time for reflection, like in the water surface, and to really dive beneath the surface and really sit with whatever emotions are there. Right? But it will require you diving beneath the surface, my beautiful Capricorns, which I know can feel a bit scary and intense, right? But it's something that you're going to feel within you is really necessary in order to make love-based choices going into the next cycle or transition point of your life. This is really necessary. Do you see how the frog is looking here? Love-based choices, 6 of Cups, reflection, what is in the past, 3 of Swords. And then we have this mirrored here with the two, see this? The 2 swans mirroring here, right over the 2 of Swords, leaning into the feeling of it, we said, which is pointing right into the orca, going beneath the water. You know, another aspect of this Queen of Cups is it's depicted here, orca energy. Orca is about family. It's about moving as a unit. And like the orca tagline, as it were, is navigate with purpose. We're talking all about which way, east or west, navigate with purpose. That's what this is, navigate with purpose. And it's really interesting here too with the crab and the Cancerian energy because we are now in Cancer season, which is the sign of the home and the hearth and everything related to family. So if you are able to really, well, I would say work with the energies as they are. At least in the Northern Hemisphere. Of course, if you're in the Southern Hemisphere, hey, you're going to be in that Yule time and you kind of flip that. But it's a different color of the same energy, right? Depending on where you are in the world. But either way, it's a time of reflection and really diving deeply and excavating the points of pain and the fear-based choices so that you can come out of it and go, okay, I'm in full awareness. I'm willing to look at what may be uncomfortable, what may hurt. I'm willing to, acknowledge what has been and release it because it's a ghost town. I saw a ghost town in the meditation. This kind of looks like that. And with the storm too, like I said, it's really interesting. Let's go ahead and get some advice for y'all. Let's get some advice. Oh, really? Oh, really? Is that the Chariot with an orca? We were just talking about Cancer season. Chariot is Cancer energy. And orcas? Did we not just say that orca medicine is navigate with purpose? Is this not your advice? Being navigate with purpose? Stop, step, and repeat. Oh, God, I love it when it's so on the nose. Also this black and white energy here too with the 2 swans and the orca. Listen, when the Chariot, orca medicine, Chariot is fast, forward-moving energy, navigate with purpose. That's what it is. Let's get an oracle. Which oracle should we... I'm feeling like this... Let's feel like some earth magic. Let's get some earth magic for my Capricorns here. This is a significant time, Capricorns. I don't know if you got that memo from everything here, but this is a significant time. So I would also say go easy and gentle with yourself, okay? This is not necessarily, kicking back and, keeping it light and unemotional. It's the opposite, right? I mean, it's all good, but be gentle with yourself during this process and the energies as they are. Let's get an oracle. Oh, I literally with this reading, ocean, ebb and flow. Tell me that orca is not like in the oceans. This is amazing. So ocean, ebb and flow, the light and the water and the seaside. We're talking about this. I was just saying, go easy on yourself during this time with the ebb and flow. That's really, really brilliant and poignant oracle advice here. So ebb and flow, this is really about allowing each aspect of your experience to come in and out and to go with whatever it is, really taking advantage of working with the energies as they are. That's sort of a benefit of even being aware of the wheel of the year, the energies as they are reflected in nature. Right? So if we can work with those energies as they are seasonally, we can really get the most out of them, which is really brilliant. And I feel like that's what this is saying with ebb and flow. We are in Litha season. This is the time of water and the summer solstice, or the winter solstice if you're, in the southern hemisphere. But this is really beautiful. This is really going with the season as it is, right? Taking advantage of that. It's really beautiful. It's really, really beautiful. Okay, my beautiful Capricorns, I'm sending you so much love and blessings. I so hope that this helps and resonates. If so, please let me know in the comments below, because I really love reading your comments. And please like, share, and subscribe. I would so appreciate that. And with that being said, just thank you. Thank you so much for being here. And as always, and most of all, just thank you for being you. And be well. Until next time.